What's up, people? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great day. Just taking my little walk today. Kind of hot out here, but I said I'd go ahead and walk. There's a little breeze out here. A lot of stuff on my mind. A lot of stuff on my mind. Uh, you go through life trying to figure out what is your place in life. Like place meaning your purpose in life. Where do you fit? The question is, where do you fit in the puzzle of life? Uh, when you work on a jigsaw puzzle, any kind of puzzle, the puzzle is not complete until you have all the pieces to that puzzle. And I think, what's up, Hockey King? And I think throughout life, uh, by the time, as we get older and older, we try to find all the pieces to that puzzle and put it in the right place. And I feel like, uh, you know, that happens with a lot of people in life. They feel like, they may get to a certain point in life where they feel like it's too late to do things. And going to the topic of this video, okay, Hockey King, hope your family is okay. Hope your family is okay. Good talking to you. But in life, sometimes fear holds us back. Ourselves hold us back. I know I had that problem a lot with myself. Fear holds you back. Anxiety holds you back. Social anxiety holds you back from being social. I've dealt with a lot of that throughout my life. But you come to a point, you say, you come to a point, and I'm at the point in my life, it's like, you get tired of those things taking control of your life. Fears, self-doubt. And I think a lot of it stems with being a perfectionist. You want to do everything right. But the thing is, you'll never get everything right because we are imperfect people, imperfect humans. We're not going to do everything perfect. And I think once we get to that point where we know we're not going to do everything perfect, I think that's where we have more confidence because we want to try things, and the more we try things, the better we get at those things. How you doing, Ultra Gubby? How you doing? Get it, Gigi D, Giggity. What's up, Ultra Gubby? What's up, Pat? But I think the more we do things, the more repetition we do things, the more confidence we have. But you never know your potential until you until you jump into things. And I've mentioned in another video, I've had social anxiety and stuff in certain things. I've had those issues as far as life is concerned. I've had certain issues as far as social anxiety and stuff like that. But just try to get over it. Try to get better at certain things. You don't let certain things get to you. And I've learned that in life that you can't let those things get to you. But again, appreciate y'all for being in here. Appreciate y'all for being in here. But a lot of people deal with certain different things in life. Everybody has their own. Like my wife talked to me yesterday, everybody has their own personal development. Everybody has their own personal development that they have to deal with or work on, you know. And mine was social anxiety, you know, being feeling intimidated around a lot of people, you know, get so nervous, you sweat a lot, you get kind of antsy because you feel uncomfortable, especially when you have the attention, you know. And I think a lot of people deal with that, the ability to handle it, having a lot of attention, even if you don't call for it. I would call it unexpected attention, you know. A lot of people get unexpected attention that they really, really don't want in life, but they get it, you know. You know, sometimes, sometimes you're just a great person and you get the attention, you know. And some people, like I couldn't handle it because, you know, I feel myself. I always been a great person, great personality, you know. And sometimes it's hard for me to deal with a lot of attention, you know. So a lot of people deal with that, you know. They have to work on it. I think because a lot of people view people as being talented and being skillful in certain things. They view them as being arrogant instead of just being confident in who they are. And the people that has those values, they feel like they don't really want that attention, you know. They don't want all that attention, and that's understandable, you know. But yeah, I've dealt with that problem of self-confidence, you know, deal with self-confidence, you know. And I think a lot of people deal with that as well. Deal with having self-confidence in themselves in certain things. But you know, a lot of people go through that. How you doing, Linda? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great day. But a lot of people, you know, deal with you know, self-confidence and stuff like that. They deal with those things. Appreciate y'all being here. And I need to learn how to be more comfortable when people are around me and I'm on live. Sometimes I feel uncomfortable. I think that's a confidence I need to have. Sometimes when people are around, I don't really want to talk. I don't know, I feel awkward talking on live, you know, in this way. But I get better at it. I get better at it. But I hope you're having a great day. Hope y'all getting the things that you want to get done. But you know, I thought I'd talk about that today. You know, I've thought about that a lot. You know, a lot of people let fears and things they gotta, you know, obstacles they gotta overcome, get in their way of success and where they want to go. And I know some things I need to, and I'm in the process of getting better at, in order for me to get to those things I really want to get to, you know. So it's a process. It's a process to get, but at the same time, I don't let people pressure me into things that I feel I'm not prepared for. And maybe that's a problem. Maybe that's a problem. I think there's a pro and con to that, because only you know what you're capable of doing, you know. But you know, somebody might see, somebody from the outside may see your potential, you know. Somebody from the outside may see your potential and see more what you're capable of than yourself, you know. There's people out there that believe in you more than you believe in yourself. And so, you know, that may be the issue, you know. But you know, a lot of people deal with having self-confidence in themselves, believing in themselves that they can do things that they never done before, you know. I think that's a part of life. You know, believing in yourself, having faith, you know, faith in things that they can't see yet, but they know that they have the faith to achieve those things. And so, again, appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all support. Please subscribe. If you want to support this channel, my Cash App is on the channel page, Open Minded Conversations. My Cash App is up there. But again, appreciate y'all for being in here. And let me know who's in here. Let me know who's in here. I always shout out whoever pops up in here and says something. But again, appreciate y'all for being in here. Give me a thumbs up if you like what I've said in this video. It may have been reflective of what you're going through in life, you know. It may be a reflection, you know. A lot of people would deal with certain things that they need to develop in life, personal development, you know, and there's nothing wrong with it. You know, a lot of people hold things that they need to work on because they are prideful. They're prideful, you know, and they never express how they really feel about things in life, you know. But again, appreciate y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed this conversation. And if you have a comment or you have something that you want to say to contribute to this conversation, feel free to send a, you know, put a comment if you have something to say as far as this conversation. Again, appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time. All right, peace.